paperwork.
Okay.
All right. I just called the court to find out if there's anything going on that could stop it. They said as of right now, there's nothing holding it up. There's no stays.
Hey, there's the homeless maker.
We called the courthouse. Yep. I called the courthouse to make sure there's no reson why, this can't be stopped.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wow.
He's all right. So my bankruptcy has gone through. Can you please call him to get out of the
I just spoke with the courts, and the court says there's nothing.
The court has bankruptcy court is different.
Well, unless we got some, I can't stop him from doing his job.
Well, no. What is this stopping? But I'm talking to you that I don't want him to go over there and file for bankruptcy. I don't want him to walk over there. You walk with him here, and I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
Okay, then. So you tell him to back out.
Well, we can't do that. He has an order from the court.
Well, he has a bankruptcy. You called him.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. He has an order from housing court that says he's supposed to take
Housing,
possession of the property.
Housing court has nothing to do.
Well, then you need to have your bankruptcy lawyer contact the court.
No, we don't have to. He knows. We gave him the number that said he can't go there. He knows that. He knows that. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you. As an officer, you listen to me too because you listen to him. Mr. Nunez, I do have a bankruptcy number. You can't go in that place.
Okay.
Yeah, bankruptcy number. Give it to him so he knows. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
This is the homeless maker right here that told us last time to do something.
I think that's what he called you. And you're in the icon now. You're only listen to what he says. Yeah. See, it doesn't go that way. You should speak to me first. I know that. I know he's an officer. So he has every right. You should have spoke to me before he walked. He marched over there like a trooper.
Yeah.
That wasn't fair. I respect you, but that wasn't fair. You're an officer. So he knows what to do. You are a peacemaker. You can't just listen to one person's judgment. I don't care what the court says.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now because I don't know who you are. I haven't asked you. I don't have your ID, and I don't know if you're the homeowner or not.
I'm the homeowner, but you didn't ask. You never asked to speak to her. He just walked in, and I'm trying to talk to you. It doesn't work.
Hey, look at that
way.
nice BMW.
It doesn't work that way. You're an officer.
Homeless maker.
Yeah, I know. Okay. That's what happened before. It's fine.
He told us to go find us something better to do at the last one. Homeless maker.
So how come they missed that?
What's that?
You bankruptcy. You said you called.
I just called the housing court.
Housing court. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Because there was some confusion whether there was a stay in place or not.
Yeah.
And so I called over to housing court to ask if there was a stay, and they said no.
Okay, but he called you, right?
Most recent one was denied.
All right, he called you, right?
Huh?
He called you.
Who called us here?
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
Okay, he called you. So you spoke to him one way. And he knows the procedure.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. So at this point, in a couple of minutes, we can all go home. And you guys can go back to whatever you were doing. Okay.
We try. Trust me, we don't want to be here any more than anyone else.
Well, we don't want to do that agreement.
And they don't want to be outside.
It's cold out here.
It is.
Welcome to America, land of the free. Some restrictions may apply, as we Native Americans say. But look at that nice BMW. Wow, homeless maker did that.
Another I number created for the second report. You're going to do both under that one. Thank you.
I couldn't do this. I really couldn't. Throw people out. I can't. There's other jobs you can do to help people. I couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't.
You know what Jesus says? Do unto others as you want them to do unto you.
I don't believe in Jesus because of this shit right here. No one follows the Bible.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know what he says. I quote him all the time.
A lot of these people consider themselves Christian.
No one follows the Bible.
Yeah, right.
Pick and choose out of that Bible.
Love your neighbor as you love yourself.
We didn't need a Bible to tell us right from wrong when we were here
Well, I did.
talking about my ancestors. There he is. There he is right there. Couldn't find a job to help people. Find a job to help the homeless. I bet your kids are so proud of you. Homeless maker. Homeless maker. Got a nice BMW too. Rolling up in a BMW for poor people to see.
Well, let's not prejudge.
I can't. You can't stop that with me. Nope. Nope.
I just want to let you know, officers, I know you're on his side. Well,
I'm not on anybody's side.
Well, no, because I served him no trespassing letter. He have that. He have that. And he walk on my property, he should be arrested. He knows that.
Okay.
I'll give it to you.
Well, as far as the no trespass goes, one, it has to be turned into the police department as well. Two, it has to be issued by the property owner.
It is.
Yeah.
And so the property, as far as I've seen, is owned by Wells Fargo.
No, it's not. See, that's a good thing that you said that. That's not how it goes.
Okay. Well,
There's a procedures of going
I understand that.
on. Okay.
All right. And we got certain guidelines that we have to follow as well. That's why
Okay, but
I'm not grabbing people and throwing people out of a house either. He's making sure everything is there.
But I just told you, I served him no trespassing letter.
Okay.
And you, the law enforcement person, you came. That was not raised to him. I know he's an officer, and that's how you look at it. So you didn't raise that question to him, and he had that was served to him on Monday. So I just want to let you know that the way you did it is not the right thing. He's standing right here. You're not supposed to walk on my property. He's aware of that, and I'm sure he didn't tell you that.
I delivered that trespassing letter to the police department.
Yes.
Last night.
Look, there he
Told
is.
it being sent to the record
Told his old
department.
people to do something better.
Everyone wanted to check.
Okay.
You did everything the right way, but because he's an officer, he went back, so he can do anything he wants. That's the way
He's got a court order, sir. That's all. That's kind of where it stands. A judge's order is going to trump your order.
Yeah, but so the police don't listen to it. So that means the police ignore that. As long as it didn't come from the judge's head. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
What I'm telling you is that he has a court order that says he's supposed to take possession of the property.
That's
Just because you give him a trespass order doesn't mean you get to trump the judge.
If the judge gave me an order that I could go and arrest somebody, could I do it?
If a judge gave you an order,
If it gave me an order to go arrest somebody in that house,
you'd have to have arrest powers first.
Exactly. Well, that's not something that the judge can confer. That's the central.
I'm not going to
issue there.
argue with you about what a judge can or cannot do. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to turn this into an argument. He has the proper paperwork from what I can see. We're doing all due diligence to make sure there's nothing in place that can stop this from happening. And then we go from there. I've called the court. There's nothing at housing court. He's called about the bankruptcy. We're waiting to hear on that. So we're covering, we're doing all our due diligence to make sure whether or not the eviction is allowed to happen.
Got a question. Where's the female officers? There's not a female officer here?
Not one here right now, no.
Huh. So you brought all these guys to pull off old people off the street? I think you could do it by yourself.
They send whoever's in the area.
Yeah, I think
Female
a
officers
female
aren't in the
officer
area.
should be here for the female women.
If need be, there will be.
But you should have brought one out anyways.
That make you feel better if I had one here?
It would. Honestly, yeah. But
Sure,
I'm
too.
not, this ain't my place.
No, that's
So
fine.
you have to
want one,
ask
I'll get you
him.
one. Can you have Oscar?
You guys
Steve
kind of
hit this
got a
up,
bad rep. You're getting investigated by the DOJ. FBI came to my house about you guys because of what I do for homeless and ex-prisoners. So that's what you guys need to worry about, the DOJ. Once the gov's in,
please? Mr. Nunez, any idea how long it'll take them to get back to you?
Let me call him again.
I know you guys are just doing your job.
We try.
I know. My sister was a federal marshal. My sister's a federal marshal before she died. May she rest in peace. Brother-in-law's a federal agent right now, and I'm getting advice from him. But you guys are just doing your job. That's all you're doing.
Cancel.
Huh?
Bankruptcy went through.
Okay.
So,
I'm gonna let him know.
I also petition for you guys to share your detailed jobs with ex-prisoners because we can't find any jobs for them. All right. Excuse me?
All right, I understand, but there's a process that I have to go through. Okay, I got to go A, B, C, D. I don't go A, D, C, Z. All right, I try to follow a certain order. All right, you didn't see me up here getting aggressive with anybody, making threats of any kind. All right, I simply have to look at his paperwork first. Then I verify. So housing court said there was nothing in place that could stop it. You then, as I walk up, I'm explaining it. You identify yourself as a homeowner, say there's a bankruptcy in place. He gets the number, he makes a phone call, and we go from there. Okay, but that's just where it stands. That's all. It's just a process. I mean, you may not like it, but we have to go through it. That's all it is. But as of right now, they're not going to do anything. They're leaving. But I just wanted to come let you know because I don't know if you heard him tell me. Okay.
thank you.
You guys have any questions?
Yes.
What's up?
We clearly had a no trespassing for this guy.
Yep.
Okay. And yet he violated that.
All right. Well, that's something.
You know what?
If you guys want to take it up with the courts, when it comes to the civil process servers, and they're given a job by the courts. They're told by the judge what to do. And just because you don't like what they do, and you want to give them a no trespass order, doesn't always work.
It's not a question of liking, right? It's a question of what does the law say?
I understand, but let's face it. You don't like what they do. I know you don't. Okay. I don't like the process either. But you know what? I've got a job to do whether I like it or not. Okay. There's a lot of people that commit crimes that I don't like, but I still got a job to do, and I have to handle that accordingly. Okay? Same thing. And when he gets an order directed to him from the court that says, hey, this is what we want you to do, it's no different than a judge telling me, hey, we got a warrant for somebody. And if I had a warrant, I'm just going to throw a name out there. I don't even know if it's anybody's name, but if they said, hey, Mr. Jones lives here, and there's a warrant for him, and I know Mr. Jones is inside, I can go through his front door and get him, whether he has a no trespass order against me or not. It's kind of the same kind of concept where he has a court order that says, hey, this is what we want you to do, but because you want to keep him away from here, you guys give him a no trespass order. It doesn't always work that way.
Okay. I understand your position, but and this goes beyond the two of us. Okay.
Oh, I know it does. It always does.
Yeah. So
It always
anyway, all right.
But I mean, I
appreciate
understand
your
what you guys are out here, you know. But you know, I don't listen. I don't want to get into a big pissing match with anybody. I don't want to get into arguments with anybody. When it comes, I'm really cut and dry. Okay, I'm not here to take his side. I'm not here to take your side. I'm not here to take anybody's side. It's simply to enforce what rules and regulations and laws and you know operating procedures that have basically been afforded to me, and I've been told this is how you need to handle it. verify the paperwork, make a phone call if you feel necessary, which I felt it was necessary. I always like to double check, and go from there.
Okay.
You know, we don't want to have to grab people and throw people in jail for little things. It's like everybody has their right to do things, and we try to make sure we cover all those bases.
Maybe
Well, I like
now
your
they
words.
can go back to
Little
regular
things.
police
Huh?
work.
Little things.
They're all little, but in the big scheme, it's one big picture. You know, and that's all. We just want to make sure we're covering everything and doing what we're supposed to.
Can I ask you something? Can the constable arrest? Because I see he has a firearm, so he can shoot us.
We don't deal with his
Okay.
his powers.
I don't think he has a license because we've been looking for it. So
What's that?
Constable
A license for what?
for what he's doing.
To do the evictions? Hold on
Mhm.
1 second.
We did the research.
Give me 1 second. Folks.
Okay. So what's the gun for? Scared of some old people. That's why you carry the gun. Sorry, I'm not talking to the cops. I'm talking to the
Back to work.
homeless maker.
I'm standing room. I'm sure they have work to do somewhere. That's
Oh yeah,
tough.
no. I called over and spoke with the clerk.
I don't want to pay them to stand on
You
the
got a compass
sidewalk.
on your cane?
Mhm. I'm still lost, though. I'm still lost.
Thank you. Yes. So as far as your question,
Mhm.
which was what, licensing for what? Like to be
You
able
guys-
to do evictions and all that?
Yeah, he's supposed to have a license.
As far as we can tell, he
I don't
doesn't
even
have
know
one.
where those come from.
Nobody seems to know. He doesn't have one.
Yeah, I don't know. You could ask the housing court, the clerk, if they know where they come from, because I honestly I don't know.
And you went through state certification process under the supervisory commission for proper arrest procedure under the new law.
Have we?
I understand that all police have been through this training now.
Well, it's all part of the police academy and the curriculum.
Yeah, it's
This one came out 3 years ago.
the law
That's
that went
supposed to
into
came out.
effect on January 1st of
That's
2021.
that's a commission. That doesn't change how we do our job. It just
Yeah,
changes.
but
It gives us
that-
oversight.
Covers any constable who's given arrest powers too, and an eviction requires arrest powers. So any constable doing eviction needs to have that training, and he hasn't.
Yeah,
None of them have.
So if it comes down to he does something he ain't supposed to, that's on him. Okay. When the lawsuits come down, that would be something
This
against
isn't
him.
just lawsuits. This
But-
is about the police protecting us.
Right.
I'm just going to tell you when it comes down to it, they know what they're allowed to do.
Hold on.
Okay.
Who
And
tells them what they're allowed to do?
well, whatever laws and rules govern their job,
We can't
Don't
find
you
any.
need to know that though too?
we don't enforce their laws. We don't enforce their rules. So you're asking me for something I don't know. I don't know what their training is. I don't know any of that.
Yeah,
That's
but
all
it seems
something
to me
separate.
that you would ask him if he's legal or not.
If a trooper came up to me, I assume he knows his job. I don't ask him, does he know what he's doing? If another town came to me and said, hey, I need help, again, I can only assume. They got a badge, they've got the credentials, they should have the training. We don't ask everybody, hey, are you certified to do this before we let them do it?
Well,
All right, I mean, they've already cleared muster with the court. The court's given them the paperwork. Whether it's
They're
him
coming to
or
get
anybody
us.
else, the court has already accepted their authority. I'm not going to override the court. Okay. Unfortunately, that's why we just, when it comes to these things, the court paperwork really matters and what's happening. So in this instance, like I said, as far as housing court, they said there was no reason. He called whoever he called about bankruptcy, and it's squashed. So, I mean, it's a fine line we all have to walk, but we try to do our best.
actually, when you look into it, it's not a fine line.
Is anyone driving the Honda over here, blocking the driveway when we're trying to pull in?
The old Honda.
The red Honda right
That
here.
should be right here.
It's red SUV.
Okay.
That's
Well, we're gonna
hers.
Get out of your hair.
Watch out this side.
You guys have a great day.
Is that your car, miss?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice car. It's the kind of car you can buy when you make people homeless. See that BMW?